If us putting on our spiritual armor is the cake, then the icing on the cake is prayer. I love how Paul concludes his letter to the Ephesians after he's gone through each piece of the armor. He says, pray in the Spirit at all times and on every occasion. Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere. And when I was reading this week, I was reading in Isaiah, and King Hezekiah had the perfect template for what to do when you're under attack, when the enemy is trying to come in and invade what God has already spoken would be done. In King Hezekiah's case, the Assyrian king is trying to invade Jerusalem. He's trying to invade their land. He's threatening them. He's sending messengers to give these messages. And King Hezekiah does something absolutely just amazing. He goes to the temple of the Lord and he lays out the messages before the Lord. Literally like saying, God, this is not mine to carry. I'm going to lay this down before you. And then he begins to pray, but he doesn't just start praying by talking about, the calamity that is about to happen in their nation. No, he starts by saying, you, O Lord, are the God of the heavens. You, O Lord, are the God of Israel. And I believe as he's making these statements, he's building his faith to say, this is the God that I serve. It doesn't matter what type of message the Assyrian king has brought here, but this is who I serve. And then he goes on to highlight the truth of the situation, that this Assyrian king has attacked the nations around him. But he says, let everybody know that you are the God. The kingdoms of all the earth will know you alone are God. And it's as if King Hezekiah knew the sandwich approach to prayer by declaring who God is and then highlighting the truth about the situation, but then finishing up with the nature and the character of God and knowing that he is a God that will do what he says he will do 100% of the time. And so you may have had a crazy week and you are dealing with some threats spiritually. The enemy thinks that he can come in and invade. My challenge to you is to go before him and lay it down. Go before the Lord and lay it down. Lay every burden, lay every care, every weight that tries to so easily entangle us. Lay it down before the Lord. And then to begin to use your mouth and your faith to declare who you know God is. Tell him about the situation. Tell him the truth of the situation, and then finish it up declaring the nature of who God is and knowing that he will save you. He will save you. It is a promise that he will keep his children. So I encourage you this week to wrap your prayers instead of focusing on the problem that's in the middle. Focus on who God is and see him begin to change your life.